Good news is my appointment that was going to come in to do the Chevy Trax that's inbound did in fact come in. We put that deal together. The bad news is, as you can see, we lost power again. That's 2 days in a row. Mike's out here capturing lightning bolts on his phone. It's pretty crazy out. We're gonna start this Saturday dealership life video putting some sold signs in vehicles that I sold. This 2500 HD utility body truck I just sold yesterday. This one here has an aluminum body. This one here is the same truck. As far as the cab, it just has a steel body. The gentleman chose the aluminum, and he's gonna pick this up one day next week once he gets all his business stuff together. So this is number one that we're putting a sign in. Dave B, sell Chevy. The second one is a 2023 Chevy Colorado work truck. This truck I ordered back in June. I think it was like June 3rd or something like that. It has arrived, so we're gonna drop a sold sign in there as well. Here is the Colorado here. Again, work truck model. Even as a work truck, it looks pretty slick. You know, it's got the basic wheels, it's got the basic plastic front bumper, black plastic mirror caps and door handles, but it looks nice for a work truck. We'll put this here on the dash. There we go. Now, the main reason you want to put a sold sign in your vehicle is it's advertising for yourself. So you see I made a sign, it's got my little logo on it. It says Dave B, sell Chevy. So, you know, a lot of times when we're closed or even when we're open, people will come in and they'll walk on a lot, they'll look at vehicles. When they look at this vehicle, it might just plant a seed. They might be like, oh, Dave sold this vehicle. Maybe when I go inside, I'll ask for him. Again, plants a little seed in the customer's mind as they're walking around if they see it. And it's just also very good for your fellow salespeople because when they're walking around the lot, they know that vehicle is spoken for. A lot of times you can get a customer, you land them on a vehicle, you start showing them the vehicle, they're test driving the vehicle, and then when they're driving it, you realize that it was already sold and they shouldn't even be on a test drive. But, you know, that happens every now and then because sometimes these cars lack sold signs in them. Now the last one is a Traverse that I sold about a week and a half ago as an inbound unit. I think it's behind the store. That one has been PDI through the shop, so it's in next to the wash bay, just waiting to get cleaned up for when the customer takes delivery, which I think will be Monday. No, I'm sorry. That one we already have scheduled for Wednesday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have a pretty busy day set up today. I have someone coming down to put a deposit on an inbound Trax. I have somebody coming down to test drive a Traverse, possibly. I have another customer coming down to hopefully buy and take delivery of a Traverse LS that we recently got in. And I have somebody coming in to look at the new C8 Corvette convertible we have. He's gonna be here today to drop paperwork, make sure we have everything, probably take delivery on Tuesday. One thing I think I'm gonna do today, since I'm gonna be multitasking, is I'm gonna set up Dave's desk with all my credentials as well. This way, if I have to multitask, I can work 2 desks at the same time. I can have clients sitting here, I can have clients sitting there. But I wanna make sure I'm all logged in, ready to go with all you know, my emails and all the systems that I'll need. Okay, that's all set up. So today we're working the 2-room suite. All right, first customer is here. It's the folks that pre-purchased this Traverse that was inbound. They haven't physically seen it yet, so we're gonna bring it up front, let them see it. They've already purchased 2 Traverses from me in the past, so they pretty much know the vehicle. Although this is the first one of the newer body style. The last one they purchased from me was a 2017, which was right before the model change to the 2018. So it would be their first time seeing it. Ooh, that was weird. Buckle to shift was on, because I saw the message on the screen. I do not have my seatbelt on. As you can see, nothing's buckled in. However, I kind of pulled on this and it stuck. I pulled the second time and it worked. Probably a little glitch in the system. Buying a new vehicle is always fun, right? It's that new car smell. You get to see a vehicle like this. It's wrapped in plastic still. Steering wheel is still wrapped. Everything's perfect about the vehicle. This one, like I said earlier, has gone through its pre-delivery inspection. We have it scheduled for Wednesday for pickup. They're just here today to look at it, probably test drive it, drop off some paperwork, and then they're gonna get their money. This is a cash purchase, so there is no financing or nothing like that. It's actually one of their other Traverses right there. We back this one in. And here at 9:58 in the morning, we are with our first customer of the day. Okay, customer 1 has been taken care of. We got everything organized that we needed to do. They test drove it. They like the color. They like the options. They like the features. It actually has more in it than they actually wanted, you know, as far as like technology, because they're old timers. You know, to them, they just want a basic car. You start talking about cell phones and smartphones and CarPlay and email and all this sort of stuff that they just don't use. They don't use it at all. We're gonna get them set up with some of the stuff because I explained how they can use their navigation on the screen through CarPlay, and they are excited to be able to do that. So it's gonna be a little bit of a learning process. We'll take care of all that on Wednesday. And now what I wanna see is, the message just dropped off. It said buckle to shift. I didn't buckle, I didn't change anything, and it's not doing it. Hold on. Start this again. Open the door, close the door. Start. Buckle to shift. All right. Not gonna do anything, not gonna touch anything. Now it works. Interesting. If I open the door, I must open the door. The door wasn't closed maybe. When I just opened the door and then reclosed the door, the buckle to shift dropped off and I was able to put the car in gear. So I'm guessing before I was putting it in gear before I was closing the door, and that's why it was working. It was going into gear and overriding that message. All right, pretty much forget everything I just said about buckle to shift. I just restarted to try again. Buckle to shift was on. I opened and closed the door. It wouldn't go into gear. Did it a couple of times. Was like, okay, that didn't work. Picked up the camera, put the record button on. The buckle to shift message dropped off, and it went to the speedometer. I went to put it in gear. It went into gear. No seatbelt buckled. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. This is Dave B over at Schumacher Chevy. C8 Corvette Stingray, the convertible. It's available. Take a ride down today. Please give me a call. Thanks. Okay, customer number 2 was just here on the Colorado. Again, he ordered this back in June, came in, looked at it, loved it. We collected a whole bunch of paperwork. He's gonna take delivery on this one day next week. That's number 2 as far as clients for the day. We did leave a voicemail for our Corvette customer that might be coming in. As you saw a little earlier, I haven't heard back yet. I did have another gentleman that was supposed to come in, a previous customer of mine, on a Traverse this morning. He had emailed back that he cannot come in today, so that's over. I have one more customer that was supposed to come in to do a Traverse, and then I have a definite appointment on an inbound Trax. So we're busy, we're doing work, we're trying to get things organized and sold. And that is just the name of the game. Realizing that this Colorado work truck does not have an armrest. Is there one on the seat? No, it doesn't fold down from the seat either. So yeah, Colorado work truck, no armrest. This is Dave B over at Schumacher Chevrolet. I'm doing good. I just wanted to see. Well, I mean, so much for my day. I went from having 3 possible appointments come in on 3 possible vehicles who seemed to all want to buy them, to having no one show up other than the 2 customers that I had already sold. Now, I had a couple good bold conversations today. However, you can't order those anymore. And I had a couple conversations on, you know, through phone and email and stuff like that. But essentially, what had happened today was I reversed roles with Jackie. Jackie ended up selling 3 cars. She ended up using the desk that I set up for myself as my 2-room suite. She needed that.
Dave B didn't use this desk, but I did for all my customers.
Ed sold 2 cars.
Crazy Eddie here. Another Saturday. Short 2 salesmen. That would be Friedman and Wyatt. Thanks to you guys, I got to sell a whole lot of cars today.
So the store, you know, sold 5 as of right now. I think 6, technically, because I sold that utility body, but we lost power yesterday, so we couldn't mark it sold yesterday, so that was marked sold today. So really, on paper, I sold 1, but I literally had the exact opposite day that I thought I was going to have. But you know what? It's the car business. Good news is my appointment that was going to come in to do the Chevy Trax that's inbound did in fact come in. we put that deal together. So now I technically have 2 sold for today. The bad news is, as you can see, we lost power again. That's 2 days in a row. No power due to weather, storms. Mike's out here capturing lightning bolts on his phone. It's pretty crazy out. Oh, got you. It's been raining like this for how long? 35, 40 minutes? Constant. We had a little hail earlier. My car is on the side of the building where all the wind is coming from, and it's just pummeling the car with wind, rain, and hail. Hopefully there's no damage on it. I don't think there will be. But yeah. Woo! Mike, man, this is dealership life.
Dealership life.